A single quarter. One small coin that could change your life forever. Right now, in coin collections and forgotten piggy banks across America, there are 1,991 quarters worth astronomical sums, and most people don't even know they have them. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1991, 1996, and 1968 quarter, revealing the exact markers that separate a regular coin from a life-changing discovery. Before we reveal the most valuable 1991 quarter ever found, worth more than some luxury cars, let me share something incredible. Just last month, a construction worker in Ohio found a 1991 quarter in his spare change that sold for over $1,000. He almost spent it on a soda. The 1991 quarter might look ordinary at first glance, but it holds secrets that have coin collectors fighting at auctions. This Washington quarter, designed by the brilliant John Flanagan, was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint produced millions of these coins, but here's where it gets interesting. During this massive production, mistakes happened. Rare, valuable mistakes that can make you rich. Let's start with the most common yet valuable error: the off-center strike. Imagine the coin press hitting the metal blank slightly off target, creating a crescent-shaped blank space on your quarter. A 50% off-center strike can fetch upwards of $500, but that's just the beginning. Some collectors have paid thousands for perfectly preserved specimens with dramatic off-center strikes, but here's where it gets really exciting: the double die error. This happens when the die used to stamp the coin receives multiple impressions at slightly different angles. On the 1991 quarter, check Washington's eye and hair for doubling. Look closely at the word Liberty. If you see a ghost-like double image, you might be holding a coin worth hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. One particular double die error, showing prominent doubling in Washington's hair, sold for an astounding $3,500 at a recent auction. Now, let me tell you about something even more rare: the clipped planchet error. These quarters look like someone took a bite out of them, but it's actually a minting error where the metal blank was improperly cut. A straight clip might be worth $100, but a curved clip? That's where the real money is. A perfectly preserved 1991 quarter with a dramatic curved clip recently sold for $2,800 at a specialized coin auction, but wait until you hear about misaligned dies. These errors occur when the 2 dies that strike the coin aren't perfectly aligned. The result? A coin that looks like it was struck by a drunk machine. The more severe the misalignment, the higher the value. One particular 1991 quarter with a 30-degree misaligned die sold for an incredible $4,200. Why? Because it's one of only 3 known examples with such a dramatic error. Let's talk about broad strikes, quarters struck without the collar that gives them their distinctive round shape. These coins spread out during striking, creating a wider, flatter appearance. A broad strike 1991 quarter in mint condition can sell for anywhere from $500 to $2,000, depending on how dramatic the spread is and the coin's preservation. Here's something that might shock you: sometimes the most valuable errors are the ones you can barely see. Take the missing mint mark error. In 1991, every quarter was supposed to have either a P, D, or S mint mark. But some Philadelphia quarters escaped without their P mark. One such error coin, in perfect mint state condition, sold for $5,800 at a heritage auction last year. Now, before I reveal the most valuable 1991 quarter ever sold, let's talk about how to determine if your quarter is worth serious money. First, never, ever clean your coin. I've seen collectors cry when they learn their $10,000 coin is worth $100 because someone cleaned it up. Instead, examine it under proper lighting. Look for doubling, missing elements, or anything unusual about the strike. The condition is crucial. Mint state coins, those that have never been circulated, are graded on a scale from MS-60 to MS-70. Each point difference can mean thousands of dollars in value. A regular 1991 quarter in MS-67 condition might be worth $50, but add a significant error. Now we're talking serious money. If you think you have something special, get it professionally graded. PCGS, NGC, and ANAX are the most respected grading services in the industry. They'll authenticate your coin and give it a grade that directly impacts its value. Yes, it costs money to get a coin graded, but it could be the best investment you ever make. Ready to sell? You have options. eBay can be great for common errors, but for the really valuable pieces, consider specialized coin auctions or dealers. They have the connections to get you top dollar. Just remember, knowledge is power. The more you know about your coin's rarity and condition, the better position you'll be in to negotiate. Now, the moment you've been waiting for, the most valuable 1991 quarter ever sold. In 2023, a phenomenal error coin emerged that left the collecting world stunned. This quarter had multiple errors, a significant off-center strike, double die features, and a partial collar strike, all on one coin. This perfect storm of errors, preserved in pristine MS-68 condition, sold for an astronomical $18,800 at auction. The buyer? A private collector who recognized its unique place in numismatic history. But here's the thing, there could be more out there. That's why you need to check your change, raid your coin jar, and examine every 1991 quarter you can find. Remember the construction worker I mentioned earlier? He wasn't a coin collector. He just knew what to look for. Before you go, here's one final secret: the market for error coins is growing. What's worth $1,000 today could be worth $5,000 tomorrow. That's why now is the perfect time to start hunting for these valuable mistakes. Who knows? The next record-breaking 1991 quarter might be sitting in your pocket right now. In 1996, a seemingly ordinary quarter rolled off the production line at the US Mint. Today, that same coin could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Deep within the intricate world of numismatics lies a fascinating story of how minor manufacturing flaws transformed everyday pocket change into coveted treasures sought by collectors worldwide. The quarter dollar has been a cornerstone of American currency since 1796, but the 1996 edition holds particular significance. During that year, the Philadelphia and Denver mints produced millions of quarters, each one carefully struck using massive dies that transferred the iconic design onto blank metal discs called planchets. The process seems straightforward, yet it's precisely where extraordinary value can emerge from ordinary currency. At first glance, the 1996 quarter appears unremarkable. George Washington's profile dominates the obverse, while the majestic eagle spreads its wings across the reverse. But beneath this familiar facade lies incredible potential. You see, during the minting process, countless things can go wrong. Dies can crack, clash, or strike multiple times. Planchets can be misaligned or improperly prepared. These manufacturing mishaps, rather than diminishing value, can exponentially increase it. Consider the double die error, one of the most valuable imperfections in coin collecting. When the hub creates the die, it sometimes strikes twice at slightly different angles, creating a distinct doubling effect on the coin's design elements. On a 1996 quarter, this doubling might appear on Washington's hair, the lettering, or even the eagle's features. Such an error can transform a 25-cent piece into a five-figure treasure, but double dies are just the beginning. Die cracks develop when the intense pressure of striking coins causes the die to fracture, creating raised lines on the finished product. Die clashes occur when dies strike each other without a planchet between them, transferring ghost images onto subsequent coins. Each of these errors tells a unique story of manufacturing gone beautifully wrong. Then there are planchet errors, where the very foundation of the coin itself is flawed. Off-center strikes happen when the planchet isn't properly aligned during striking, resulting in part of the design being missing. Clipped planchets show distinctive curved absences where the blank wasn't properly cut. Lamination errors occur when layers of the metal separate, creating striking visual effects that collectors prize. The mint mark itself, that tiny letter indicating where the coin was struck, can harbor valuable secrets. A repunched mint mark shows evidence of multiple attempts to stamp the letter, while a missing mint mark might indicate a fascinating production oversight. These seemingly minor details can add thousands of dollars to a coin's value, but perhaps most dramatic are the striking errors. Weak strikes produce coins with faint details, while broad strikes occur when the collar that normally contains the planchet fails, allowing the metal to spread beyond its intended boundaries. Multiple strikes create ghostly overlapping images that capture collectors' imaginations, and their wallets. The value of these errors isn't arbitrary, it's determined by a complex interplay of factors that serious collectors understand intimately. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC evaluate coins on a scale from 1 to 70, with MS 70 representing absolute perfection. A 1996 quarter with a significant error in MS 65 condition might be worth tens of thousands more than the same error in lower grades. Consider this remarkable case study. In 2018, a 1996 quarter with a dramatic double die error, graded MS 67 by PCGS, sold at auction for $85,000. The coin showed distinct doubling on Washington's hair in the lettering, making it highly desirable to serious collectors. Another example, featuring both a die crack and an off-center strike, commanded $45,000 due to its unique combination of errors. The condition of your coin plays a crucial role in its value. Mint state coins show no wear from circulation, with MS 65 and above considered gem quality. Even minor contact marks or fingerprints can significantly impact value, which is why proper handling is essential. When examining your 1996 quarter, use clean cotton gloves and hold it by the edges to prevent oils from your skin causing damage. To properly inspect your quarter, you'll need some basic tools, a good magnifying glass or loupe, preferably 5x to 10x magnification, adequate lighting, and a clean, soft surface to work on. Begin by examining the mint mark area below Washington's ponytail. Look for signs of repunching or unusual positioning. Next, study the devices, the raised elements of the design, checking for doubling, particularly in the lettering and Washington's hair. The rim deserves special attention, as this is where many valuable errors manifest. Check for proper reading, the vertical lines around the edge, and look for any distortions or unusual patterns. Under magnification, die cracks will appear as raised lines running across the surface, while lamination errors show as peeling or splitting in the metal itself. Authentication is crucial in today's market, where sophisticated counterfeits exist. The weight should be exactly 5.67 grams, and the diameter should measure 24.3 millimeters. Any deviation could indicate either a valuable error or a fake. The metallic composition, 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, gives genuine quarters a distinctive ring when tapped. Another authentication method experienced collectors use. If you believe you've discovered a valuable 1996 quarter, you face an important decision: sell or hold. The market for error coins continues to strengthen, with prices reaching new highs in recent years. However, truly rare specimens might appreciate further, making them valuable additions to a serious collection. Should you decide to sell, several options exist. Online auction platforms like eBay reach a wide audience but require careful documentation and shipping procedures. Heritage auctions and gray collections specialize in numismatics and might be better suited for extremely valuable pieces. Local coin shops offer immediate payment but might not match auction prices for exceptional specimens. Before selling any potentially valuable coin, professional grading is essential. PCGS and NGC are the most respected grading services, providing authentication, grading, and protective holders that help maximize value. While grading fees can be significant, the potential price difference between raw and professionally graded coins often justifies the expense. The 1996 quarter represents more than just currency, it's a testament to how imperfection can create extraordinary value. Whether you're examining your pocket change or already have a suspected error coin, remember that knowledge and careful handling are your greatest assets. Every quarter from 1996 holds the potential to be that one-in-a-million specimen that collectors dream of discovering. While millions of these coins were minted, a select few harbor extraordinary characteristics that make them among the most valuable coins in American numismatic history. Now, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1968 quarter, where a single coin with the right error could be worth not just hundreds, but potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars. The story of the 1968 quarter is intrinsically tied to one of the most transformative periods in American history. As the nation grappled with social upheaval, technological advancement, and cultural revolution, the United States Mint was undergoing its own significant transition. Just 4 years earlier, the Mint had made a historic shift from silver-based quarters to copper-nickel-clad composition, forever changing the landscape of American coinage. But it's what happened during this transition that makes the 1968 quarter particularly fascinating. The pressure to produce millions of coins daily, combined with new minting processes and materials, created the perfect conditions for extraordinary errors that would eventually make certain 1968 quarters worth astronomical sums to collectors and numismatists. Let's explore what makes a standard 1968 quarter first. At first glance, you'll notice the familiar profile of George Washington on the obverse, masterfully designed by John Flanagan. The reverse showcases the majestic American eagle, wings spread wide, symbolizing strength and freedom. Each coin measures precisely 24.3 millimeters in diameter and weighs 5.67 grams. But here's where it gets interesting. Beneath that silvery exterior lies a copper core sandwiched between layers of nickel cladding. Now, here's what makes certain 1968 quarters potentially worth life-changing amounts of money: the errors. And not just any errors, but specific imperfections that occurred during the minting process that make these coins incredibly rare and valuable. One of the most spectacular errors found in 1968 quarters is the off-center strike. Imagine a coin where Washington's profile is dramatically shifted toward the edge, with part of the design completely missing. While a minor off-center strike might add hundreds to a coin's value, severely off-center specimens, particularly those showing 50% or more displacement while retaining the complete date, have sold for tens of thousands of dollars. But that's just the beginning. The holy grail of 1968 quarter errors is the double die variety. During the die-making process, if the hub and die aren't perfectly aligned during multiple impressions, it creates a distinct doubling effect on the coin's design elements. The most valuable 1968 double die quarters show dramatic doubling in Washington's features, particularly around the lettering and date. These exceptional pieces have been known to command prices well into six figures when in pristine condition. Perhaps the most mysterious and valuable error of all is the wrong planchet error. Imagine a 1968 quarter struck on a planchet intended for a different denomination, or, even more incredibly, on silver instead of copper-nickel. These pieces are so rare that when they do surface, they create bidding frenzies among serious collectors. A 1968 quarter struck on a silver planchet, for instance, could potentially be worth millions to the right collector, as it represents a fascinating transition era between the silver and clad eras. But here's what makes these error coins truly extraordinary: their rarity. Out of the millions of 1968 quarters produced, only a tiny fraction contain these valuable errors. It's estimated that fewer than 100 significant double die errors exist, and wrong planchet errors might number in the single digits. This extreme rarity, combined with growing collector interest, has driven prices to astronomical levels. The condition of these error coins plays a crucial role in their value. The most valuable specimens are those in mint state condition, showing no wear and retaining their original mint luster. Numismatists use a precise grading scale from G4 to MS70 to evaluate coins, with MS70 being absolute perfection. A 1968 quarter with a significant error in MS65 or higher condition could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, while the same error in lower grades might still command tens of thousands. Now, you might be wondering, how can you tell if your 1968 quarter is one of these valuable specimens? The key lies in careful examination. Using a magnifying glass, inspect every detail of your coin. Look for doubling in the lettering, particularly around Liberty and the date. Check if the design is off-center or if the coin appears to be struck on an incorrect planchet. Pay special attention to die cracks and cuts, raised lines or blobs of metal that can significantly increase a coin's value. But here's the crucial part: if you believe you found a valuable error coin, proper preservation becomes paramount. Never clean your coin, as this can dramatically decrease its value. Handle it only by the edges, wearing cotton gloves to prevent skin oils from causing damage. Store it in a protective holder in a temperature-controlled environment to prevent deterioration. The next step would be getting your coin professionally appraised. The most respected grading services are PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. These organizations can authenticate your coin, grade its condition, and provide documentation that's crucial for realizing its full value. Their certification can mean the difference between a coin being worth thousands versus hundreds of thousands of dollars. The market for rare era coins continues to grow, with serious collectors willing to pay premium prices for exceptional specimens. Recent auctions have seen 1968 quarter errors selling for staggering amounts, particularly when multiple collecting interests intersect, such as an off-center strike combined with a wrong planchet error. Remember, the key to finding these valuable coins is knowledge and patience. While the chances of finding a major error worth hundreds of thousands of dollars might seem slim, these treasures are still out there, possibly sitting in old collections, piggy banks, or even circulation. Every 1968 quarter you encounter could potentially be that life-changing discovery. As we wrap up our exploration of the 1968 quarter, consider this: numismatics isn't just about monetary value. It's about preserving pieces of history, understanding the fascinating processes that create these errors, and appreciating the artistry and craftsmanship of coin production. Whether you're a serious collector or just starting to explore the world of coins, the 1968 quarter stands as a testament to how something seemingly ordinary can become extraordinary through the perfect combination of circumstance and error. Keep searching through your change, visit coin shows, and network with other collectors. The next great 1968 quarter discovery could be waiting for you. And who knows? That pocket change you've overlooked might just turn out to be worth a fortune.